Oh, then you play the opening. That's right. The individual views expressed here are not supported by and do not reflect those of Green Ties Media. Viewer discretion is advised.
Man, I can't calm down, it's only up from here. I can't shake this hell off, yeah, I know it's real. Mom, see you telling people, tell me what's the deal. Man, I'm feeling like David when I do my dance. Fading in the spirit, my vision kinda blurry. I'm feeling kinda woozy, I'm fading in the spirit. My vision kinda blurry, I'm feeling kinda woozy.
What's going on? What is going on, everybody? It is another episode of the Vette Green Show, and I have my co-host here from Barbershop and Mike's. The family is back. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
No doubt.
Bloop, 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 bloop,
Yeah,
bloop.
yeah, yeah. Here we
Look,
go.
my mom was so happy. I said, Ma, I got the cast back from Barbershop and Mike's because you know that was her and my daughter's favorite show. So
Oh,
I was like,
man.
we got the cast back, Jasmine and Bro Mike. Hopefully Big Mike will be on as well. And you know, I
Yes.
got my guy, Franklin, the overlooked Joker, the Joker, the overlooked MC. So
Yeah.
thank
Yeah.
you both for being here. And go ahead and introduce yourself for us. Let the listeners of the Vette Green Show know who you are, because we've been rocking this thing out for a while. You know, Big Mike, Bro Mike is the one who actually brought us on. Like, Bro Mike is one of the reasons why I'm actually doing this. You know, so very grateful, very thankful for you, because I would have probably still been on my doing my videos by myself and not been, you know, part of the cast. So I'm very grateful for that, Bro Mike, forever.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Appreciate it.
Go ahead, Jasmine, introduce yourself.
Well, I am Jasmine, the yardie girl out of Jamaica, living in Queens. I just can't get rid of Jamaica Queens, right? Yeah. Well, and I'm one of the original member of Barbershop and Mike, and we are back. We are supporting Yvette, and we have a lot topic come. You cannot miss this. You have to come through. It's Seller. Boom.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And let everybody know who you are, Bro Mike.
Bro, I am Bro Mike. I like to say myself as Bro Mike, the podcaster, because that's living in my heart, though. But I am like the original from the show, and I found these lovely queens on here, and it was just like a vision that I came up with and stuff like that, actually. And that's just the way how I am. I have good picks. I have good taste, like a man having good taste with shoes or dresses for the kids or whatever the case. I can pick them. You know what I mean? And I'm really very thankful to have these lovely ladies on here. And I'm so much in their corner. I feel like, you remember Venus and Serena, the pops and everything. He was in the background and he was just watching how his daughters just exploded and everything like that, and sensation. These ladies, I take my hats off to them, and I love the way how they just flourished in their careers and stuff like that, though. You know what I mean? So, oh yeah, definitely. I'm always looking when you're not thinking I'm watching. You know what I mean?
I love that we can come together and still be family. Like, even if we weren't on shows together, still following each other, still making sure that we keep up with each other. Like, I remember the one time it was your birthday, Jasmine. I hadn't been on social media yet, and Bro Mike messaged me like, it's Jasmine's birthday. I'm like, okay. Like, I love stuff like that because it's family, right? This is what it's all about. This is one of the reasons why me and Franklin are still together. Like, that's my bro. It's family. This is all family. That's what makes it work so well, because we really do want each other to win. So what have you been up to? I'm about to get a daughter-in-law. My daughter-in-law is Jamaican.
Oh, congrats.
Scoop, scoop,
Yes,
scoop.
yes, she is. She's so sweet. Oh my gosh, she's such a sweetheart, Jasmine. Oh my goodness, she's such a sweetheart. Yeah.
Everybody from Jamaica is sweet. We're friendly.
Yeah.
And I know she can cook some curry chicken.
Listen, right?
Some oxtail. Some saltfish and dumpling.
If I could sneak this
over
in,
to her family's house for dinner, and she made this goat curry. I'm like, oh my goodness!
Yeah. Wow, that's delicious. That's if I could sneak this in, my mother, before she passed away, all her good friends was Caribbean. She was from South Carolina. Okay, all her friends, and she used to love to not only sing church songs, but she used to love to do the wine, the Jamaican thing. And so she had a lot of Jamaican friends. Yeah, my mother. Yeah. So I'm articulate to a lot of people of different nationalities, but especially Jamaican. Like my best friend when I first worked in the airport, it was Jamaican, and his name was Pete. You know what I mean? We like the best of friends. Yeah.
You know what I like about our family? It's like we support each other.
Yeah.
We have not go on here as a family for a while, but we come back and it's like
we never
left. Yeah.
Exactly.
In contact, And one thing I like is that we support each other. Like Mike is doing something. If it is doing something, we jump on. I am doing something, we jump on. We are family, and I believe that as a Black community from different walks of life, we need to stick together and support each other.
Yeah.
If it win, I win. If Bro Mike win, I win. If Green Show win, I win. And we just have to support each other. That's what I love most about our family.
That's right. I just want to say hi to some of the people who are tapping in. Hey, I see you out there, Christopher. Thank you so much. I see you out there, Melinda. Thank you so much. I see you out there, Eva. Thank you so much, everybody. Make sure you tell a friend that you are tapped in with the Vette Green Show, the newest podcast from Green Ties Media. And I have my family here, the Queen Jasmine and the King, Bro Mike, back in the house. And I got my guy, Franklin, who's always on my side.
Oh, yeah.
How you doing tonight, bro? Hey, Tracy, I see you out there on the check-in. Can y'all do us a favor and put @followers for us? That way we will, the people who follow you can see what you're seeing as well as far as the show, because maybe they want to tap in, because this is going to be a great show tonight. It's been a while since the Barbershop and Mike's family has been together.
Yeah.
Now we are together on the Vette Green Show. I cannot wait for Barbershop and Mike's and Mike to come. Hey, Tracy, thank you so much for tapping in. Appreciate you so much.
Yeah, I've been doing pretty good, hanging in there, working all day, busy, been marketing all day and prepping for classes and answering emails and phone calls. So I think that took me a little power nap. Me and Sweet Tea crashed on the couch.
No doubt.
Yeah. So, Sweet Tea, that's my dog, y'all. Sweet Tea. That's my emotional support dog right there.
Yeah.
My back all the time. Yeah.
Listen, I got my Lexi in Pano the little one. She the oldest. She just turned 11 on October 23rd, and I swear she runs the house. She really does. She a little old thing. She about 12 pounds, and you would think she was a Rottweiler. She plays no game. She's got her own little hood, y'all. She has her own little hood. So
nice.
So the topic for tonight is, and someone gave me this, and thank you, Christopher, for giving me this. We were having a discussion just about life, and he said, life is not on a billboard. Life is really found going through the mud. And I'm like, you know what? It really is. Like, a lot of us, we want all the lights, camera, action, all the beautification, the end result. But what happens to get there? How do we get to that result? The result of this, the result of Bro Mike, the result of Jasmine, the result of Franklin, the overlooked MC. How do we get to that point without going through the mud? You know what I mean? So I really wanted to talk to you all about that, because we all have our stories. We all have been through some things. And I also wanted to talk about some hot topics. So how do you all feel about life in general. Jasmine, you just made a huge change, a little while ago. You moved from your hometown to the States. How does that feel now? How are you getting accustomed to the changes? Because it's a cultural change, and I mean, you're in the city, so it is really, really busy. So how have you been adjusting to the change?
Okay, for me personally, I must say I'm grateful for the opportunity because America is a land of opportunists. And it really opened my eyes. I remember the first time I came here and I was at the bus stop. I come and I said, good morning, good morning. Everybody was like looking at me like,
Crazy,
are she crazy? I was like, what did I say? I feel so bad because I'm a friendly person. And I never been on a train, right? And it was the worst feeling to go on the train. I was really, really scared. But no, I just jump on the train like nothing happened. I'm like, I prefer the train more than the bus. Yeah. And from living in New York, you don't have to have a car.
Yeah.
You have Uber, you have the train, the bus, and the bus system is really good. And wherever, if you're hungry, wherever you go, you can get something to eat. Depends on your choice. Yeah. And you still have good person living in New York, even though everybody was always rushing. And then I get in the habit of rushing too. So I have to touch myself. Why are you rushing? You're always early.
You done picked up on it too.
Yeah.
And Mike is from the city. So you're
exactly.
used to it.
Right. Let I tell you a story. You know that Bro Mike and I am living in New York and I've never physically seen him. That's crazy. I'm calling you out, Bro Mike, my big bro.
And you know what was so shocking? I was outside cleaning, right? And yo, Jasmine, you remember you rolled up?
Oh yeah,
in the wintertime, right? Yeah, you rolled up. You said, I heard somebody say, Bro Mike, is it? Yeah, oh shit. I said, yo, excuse me, sorry. Sis. I mean, but I was so shocked. I was like, wow, like we gave each other a hug. I mean, it was just fantastic. You know what I'm saying? It's like, like me, like I was telling Big Mike, I was gonna eventually make a plan to come out there to meet you. You know what I'm saying? No sis and the whole deal. Vet, because like I just that's just the way how I am, man. I'm a family oriented person, like my mother was, before she passed. You know what I mean? And like it don't matter where you from. You know what I'm saying? It's who you are and everything like that, though. You know what I mean? Yeah. And even like with me and the Joker, we bump heads though, but we had to get to know each other. I think what it is. And everything we did the show, Bro Might Be Bugging and everything. So everybody has a learning curve. You know what I mean? Everybody. That's how sometimes you meet people and clash, and then you get to know each other. Like, oh wow, like okay, we good, we cool in the gang and everything like that. So things just happen like that. So I'm really, really excited, to want to be able to get this going. And I have so many ideas and people I've reached out to and stuff like that. Scoping out, people, on other platforms and everything, and wanting to make this a real family show. It was a family show, but I want to make it even more better and with charities and stuff like that. Me and Big Mike was talking about charities and this and that for the cancer research, and the whole deal. So, I mean, and there's plenty of fraternal Masonic brothers that, engage into like, charities and, and all that stuff. So, I mean, one hand wash the other on that note and stuff like that. But I'm very happy and stuff like that, though. You know what I'm saying? That we got the team and whatnot, and we here and stuff,
I'm happy that we're back together.
Yeah.
Also. I wanted to talk to you. Did you hear about the Tamar Braxton and Krishan Rock? Do you all know who that is?
Yeah.
Did you hear about it, bro? Tamar?
Yeah, no. I see something on my feed about it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So allegedly, hang on, let me get the dog. So allegedly, Tamar Braxton had a concert. That's my dog's trying to get in. Tamar Braxton had a concert, and a part of her team, the person's name is James Wright Chanel, was assaulted by Krishan Rock. Allegedly, now, if you all have seen Krishan Rock in the news, she's a very young girl. I feel like I feel like she is just more reactive than proactive. Like, you can tell how young she is, how immature she is just by the way she's moving. Now, after she had the baby, I did watch the interview that she did with Jason Lee. He's another blog person who's into the entertainment news, and she was very vulnerable in that interview. I related to her as a mom because she going through postpartum. You can tell she's crying and all of that. And if any of you have ever gone through postpartum or had a family member that has gone through postpartum, it can be very difficult. Did you experience any postpartum after your baby, Jasmine?
No. Like for me, I really wanted my daughter. She's my only child. I really wanted my daughter. When it comes to Kristen, I can understand her in a little sense because this is what the media want. The media want violence, right? Yes. And that's how she get really big. Remember, I'm a Caribbean girl, so get huge and get on the social media. I mean, like, if she go on a live, so many people come on the live, and I mean, she's going through so many things. I just wish somebody would mentor her, because Tamar invite her to the function, and it's all on social media. And what bring her to that stage that she have to punch that individual?
Yes.
Yeah, it must be something trigger her. And then not only that, but when she get pregnant, her baby father leave her engaged to someone. This is a young, vulnerable person. So I am wondering what bring her to a stage where she get invited to this function and have to punch Tamar best friend. It must be something. So, I think that people want to paint her very bad, and I don't really know the story, but what I see is that she's crying out for help.
That's what it seems like.
Yeah, when you look at her growing up, she was totally different, because I've seen clips here and there on her, and she was she was a very sports person. She was a pretty girl, so what bring her to the stage? And as a Black community, I wish we could do something better for her.
I agree. What about you, Bo?
Me?
Yeah, that's I just hearing it now. I see it on the feed and stuff, but that's definitely speechless. It's just a situation where we deal with. So like I said about that, because I didn't really get your whole story of it. I know it's probably more to it. I see it on my feeds all day today. I didn't get a chance to really click on it like I wanted to, because I was doing a lot of prep work. But yeah.
What about you, bro, Mike? What's your thoughts on the Krishan Rock in general? Just I agree with you, Jasmine, about the mentors. Like, we need to wrap our arms around this baby, because it's, what about you, bro, Mike? What's your thoughts on it?
Well, I'm when it comes to, I'm gonna let y'all know like this. When it comes to topics with certain people, if I never heard about it though, I'm like, like a statue, like frozen.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Do you know
I don't really know much about it. I mean, but it's see, because like, if I know about it, I'll speak on it and stuff like that. So I don't really know too much going on, but I hope everything gets better.
Well, Krishan Rock is a rapper. She's I guess a personality. That's what I would call her, because I really don't know. Like, she's made music, but she's also on reality TV, and she got her stardom from just being like this bad girl, just acting out, which I hate, because it's making our young women who are coming up and seeing this believe that it's okay to act like that, and you can get paid for it. Like,
got you.
Like the young lady. Remember, Catch Me Outside? How about that?
Yeah.
A millionaire now.
Yeah.
Things like that. Like what?
It
this
sounds. Well, you know what? I'm sorry. It sounds like what's going on is, being that she has this role like this, and everybody's her follower and like this. It sounds like the production, likes this. You know what I'm saying? That's what it
They're getting
sounds like.
paid.
I'm just using my type of, you know, variables and thinking like it sounds like though, like it goes back again, like I was saying, Joker, like back in the days, you know, like Luke, you know what I'm saying? No, you know, back in the days that was selling the dance, the booty shaking, gangsterism. You know what I'm saying? The pop, this and that. Though the thug, everybody's not a thug. People want to portray this though, and the industry loves this, the music industry. So you know, there's always going to be like productions and industries that's gonna like vulgarness. You know what I'm saying? Or if you will, like Jasmine, it was sinful. So they like sinful stuff. You know what I'm saying? That could drive up the numbers and stuff like that though. It make the crowds want to come to the movie box office and everything like that and help them get paid. So it's a Hollywood thing, definitely.
But in my views, I believe she's more than just a fighter. You know, she's more than just that, you know, and she's a face of so many young girls who want to come
Yeah.
out of the project or come out of their situation, and they look up to her and they're saying, okay, for me to get out of this, I'm going to operate like this. But there are other young ladies that are well educated, and I believe she's educated too. I believe she have education because she go to school. So I think other girls are more out there who can make a positive impact in our community, but they are not highlighted. As Bro Mike said, they are not highlighted because this is what media sells. This is what sells. We are black and we have to fight because we can't do nothing else but just fight. And we are intelligent. We are doctors. We are lawyers. We are musicians. We are athletes. We are so much more than just come on the television or come on social media and fight. I'm not into those. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I like to throw in, I think, you know, too, it's like, you know, it's the money's the root of all evil, it sounds like. Doesn't it sound like that, y'all? Like think about it. You know, here's a contract and everything. Joker, yo, I'm gonna give you $1.5 million and da 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 da. If you do some DJing, mixing in with some gun shooting, you know what I'm saying? Some type of thug type of style and everything. But you know that you're used to regular at parties, you know what I'm saying? Like 70s parties or 80s parties or whatever the case, just disco. But then I'm offering you a contract to be able to like say, okay, illustrate gun violence.
To fulfill that agenda.
Yeah. It's crazy, man.
It makes us look crazy, and what I fear is that more and more young women are going to think that this is the way to get some type of stardom in your life by just being bad, just being disruptive, and just like it takes me back to where's the home training at? And then you look at the parents, you look at the family, like you said, you look at the family structure. Something obviously happened to this young lady growing up. She obviously did not have I don't want to say a very good childhood, but obviously she experienced some things to make her that way, because people aren't just that way. Hey, Goldilocks. Hey, Tashila. Thank you, everybody, for tapping in today. I really appreciate it. If you can do us a favor and put @followers in the comments, that way your followers will see that you are watching the Vette Green Show and also support the show. Hey, sweetie, appreciate you so much. We're talking about Krishan Rock right now, everyone, and allegedly how she assaulted one of Tamar Braxton's team members by the name of, let me get his name again, I just had it. His name is Jamal Wright. Yeah, Jamal Wright Chanel or Channel.
Yeah, I know. I heard that she delete all of her social media, and you know, just a little point where this Richards girl, she's a runner. We love her. When she just began, she was like, you know, and now she's winning race. When she focused on her talent, she's winning race. She's the fastest 100-meter in the world.
Yeah,
she's winning race, and we Jamaican hats off to her. She moved from a stage where she was like, I don't care, you know, until a person that her talent go into her foot and her hands, and she's winning. If she would just look up to a person like Richards, then, you know, it would be a much better place where you can see these girls doing their thing and without the fighting. She's a perfect example. Yeah.
Right.
I agree. That's a really great segue into our topic tonight, and that is life is not found on a billboard. Like those lights, camera, and actions that you see, the storyline that people give you on Facebook and Instagram and these other social media sites are not always true. People fabricate all the time to make themselves feel better and to also make believe that they are living this life that they really aren't. Like we all are going through some things.
Yeah.
You know, we have to go through the mud. Like I feel like, and I'm in the season where I'm going through some mud. I'm growing. I'm getting out the mud, going through some mud and growing. Like each stage, you have to literally go through the mud. But some people are afraid to take that step in the mud. They just want to walk on the concrete. They just want to walk on a smooth surface where it's all nice, you know.
Yeah.
But life is not like that. You have to go through the mud. You have to trudge. You have to get dirty sometimes, even if it does not feel good. We have to get dirty. Jasmine, you had to go through the mud to go from your home to the city.
Yeah, and that is so true. You know, a lot of time we look at the finishing product. We look at the finishing product, looks so good, but we don't tell a person how to get there to the finishing product. So when they start their journey, they stop because they said, oh, I don't want to finish, but they don't see the future that it is bright. You know, when I come to the state, I leave my comfort zone because I'm coming from the Cayman Islands. I was there for 14 years, even though I'm a Jamaican. So it wasn't comfortable. My daughter was away because she's in the military. So she was away. I have family around me, but it feels different. So I didn't have this covering insane. And I remember a friend of mine, she lived in Brooklyn. She said, Jasmine, the same God is in Cayman is the same God here. He always going to protect you. And I was like, all right. I was the one who giving advice. There are times that I cry because I have to take the train. And I was like, I'm coming from the Cayman Island where I have an apartment. And now I have to in a one room. But thank God I have my own apartment now. 4 months ago, I have my own apartment. And I was saying, it's not easy living in New York, you know, back in the Caribbean. I said, oh, I want to go to America. It's good, and I want everybody in the Caribbean to come here, but you have to have a plan. You have to trust God. And a person may see me now and said, okay, she's in New York and she's making a lot of money. It's a process because Mr. Tax, you know? So, Mr. Tax, I never used to that situation where I have to pay tax, you know, and because Cayman is tax-free.
Really?
So, it's tax-free. So, you know, it's a gradual step. You don't just go from 0 to 10. It's a process. You take go there. And I wish that we would talk about the process like, okay, I'm in the mud, but do not stay in the mud. Get up and go. And even if you fall again, get up and go.
Yes, Melinda said you got to be willing to get down and dirty. It costs to be a boss. It is not easy. Blood, sweat, and tears. Yes, Melinda. And Tamara said, right. Yes, you have to be willing to get down and dirty, and a lot of us aren't willing to do that. We don't want to go through the mud, right, bro, Mike?
Listen, you know what though? I can talk in so many variables and stuff like that though, but not trying to get on the type of name segue. But I've been through a lot of trials and tribulations. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's you know. I'm used to that though. I feel like the movie The Dirty Dozen. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have to, in order to experience life, you have to be able to know how it feels to, as you call it, go through the mud. You got to know how to feel to be a warrior, to go through the trials and tribulations and everything like that. And I give that again for thanks for my mother and everything, because you know. Today wasn't born yesterday, you know what I mean? So in other words, you have to be able to adjust, you know what I'm saying? And keep that will of God with you, but adjust, you know what I'm saying? And because nobody's going to do it for you. You got to make moves yourself. You have to be able to. I went from a stage when back in the days when I was a teenager, I was with cats in the street though. I used to think that getting into stuff was cool, but you know, before my mom's left, she said though you got to have self-control, and even through challenging moments as of now, I still go through it. But you know, I use my head now. You know what I mean? I don't use these or none of that though. You know, or this verbal talk. I just use my head, because you know nobody's gonna do this for you. You got to do it for yourself. But I give thanks to God with that though. You know what I mean? Because that's made me stronger.
That's right.
Yeah, you know that Williams, what you said, my hats off to you. That is so perfectly said. You know, I have a YouTube channel, and I have a lot of followers. When my mom died, you know, I was gonna say this before, bro, Mike, when they were talking to his mother. Yeah, my mom died, and after my mom died, it's like family. It's like the whole world shut down on me. You know, I always encourage a person. At the time, I don't even know how to encourage myself. You know, I was so weak. And at the time, I migrated to the state, you know, and I wanted to hear my mother's voice. My mother's voice make a difference. And I was like, even if somebody were encouraging me, I was like, I'm almost at the top now, where I wanted to take care of my mom. She's not there. So sometimes when you're going through the month, you have to have a mentally strong, and you have to be your strongest supporter, because no one is going to see your vision when you're going in the mud. But when you go on the top, you're going to see a lot of person come your way. So for you, knowing that going through this process is a season, and there are 4 seasons: autumn, summer, winter, and spring. So you have to claim which one you want to stay in, because I am not going to stay in any winter. I want sunlight. But by the time there's going to come, there is winter, you know. But adjust to the winter before you can go to the summer. You cannot wear bikini in the summer. You would get burned. And you cannot wear coat in the summer. You would be too hot. So we have to acknowledge the season where we are going through, and knowing that I'm not going to stuck into this situation, this season. I am going to come out. And one thing, when you're coming out, carry somebody with you.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, I know that's right. You gathering it all in, the Joker. I see you.
Oh yeah,
gathering it all in.
Yeah. We could definitely get a good break, and a quick commercial break, real quick. We're gonna get right back in the swing of things of everything, and no doubt. So yeah, we're gonna have a good time, good conversation right here on the Vette Green Show. It's definitely nice. Let me go ahead and get into my
right back. Great conversation. I love it. Hey Danielle, I see you out there. Thank you, sis, for tapping in. What's up, y'all? We are back. Melinda is agreeing. She said, yes, Jasmine, we should be bringing someone out the mud with us when we come out. Thanks for the word of encouragement. I love it. Isn't this panel so great? What about you, Joker? I know we talk about it all the time, how we have to go through the mud and how we come out. I feel like we come out shining. I feel like a diamond sometimes, that lump of coal. You know, thank you for tapping in with us, Melinda. I appreciate that. Melinda has a show that's going to be coming up very, very soon as well. So we have a lot going on. Thank you to everyone who has reached out for information about joining Green Ties Media or seeing what we can do for you as far as social media management, as far as podcasting. We have the ability to do a lot. So I'm just very, very grateful to where Green Ties Media is growing. Thankful to the members of the show tonight, for joining me. I really, really appreciate that. Right now, we are talking about how life, you know, we look at social media. I know people now who can't be on social media much because of the facade that is given off. You have all of these filters, and we use them sometimes. I use filters sometimes, but it's not the way of life. A lot of people use filters all the time, and they use, you know, these different, what do they call it? Things to make their bodies look a certain way. So at the end of the day, it's not even them. It's like an AI character up there. You know, and then we have these kids, which right now the suicide rate for teenagers is very, very high, just like depression. And a lot of it stems from social media. So what are your thoughts on that? Because like you said, a lot of people, and someone said in this also, I think it was Tamara, they want the product, but they don't want the production. They don't want the production, or in order to get that product, you have to do it to get it though. And a lot of these kids, they're seeing these fake lives. What do you think that we can be doing better to show them that you really do have to go through the mud, and everybody's going through it? Everybody.
You know, one time I was on social media, and I see this couple. There were two couples, right? So one of them, very poor. So what they do, they pose beside expensive cars and expensive gifts. You know, you go into the store and sometimes they have like gift package of gifts. So they take picture with that, you know, and you know, all up the jewel. And the young lady was saying it to her boyfriend that worked very hard, that I want to be like them. I want to be like them. Eventually, in that little small clip, they really come face to face, and there were nothing like what is on social media. And she was shocked. She was living happy with her macaroni and cheese, but she could not see that she was happy. She had the real thing. And I was like, this is what social media does. You know, I think it's yesterday when I come from work, I was really tired. So I went on social media just to check out things. And I see they have a trend on TikTok. Like the female were being abused because I see blood from her eyes and stuff like that. And, you know, it is a change and they come pretty. And I was like, what is this? What they are selling to what they're selling to us, you know? A person believe that, okay, I'm going to use abusive situation to get a forward. I'm a Jamaican, you know, so I have to talk Jamaican straight. Eh?
I love it.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah, so they have to use this violent thing because it's a popping things to bring these things, and people cannot really see that it's wrong. They feel like, okay, they get a lot of sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was saying hi to one of the listeners.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jacqueline. My apologies.
Yeah, they get a lot of followers, and they don't understand a person who is literally being abused, if like we can talk, what they are going through. That is wrong, but they're gonna get 1,000 likes or 1,000,000 likes, and they feel like, okay, I'm gonna do that, and everybody start to follow this pattern where I'm not into that. No, because a person who's being abused, it's offensive.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's social media for us.
That's social media. What's your thoughts on it, bro? What's your thoughts on it, Franklin, as far as social media? Because you see it, you see even as far as the artists and just being on social media, doing what it is that you do. What do you see? Because right now, I just want to give this statistic. Social media has been shown to be directly correlated with anxiety and depression right now. This correlation is affecting our teens. You know, it's really drastically affecting our teens. It's making them feel socially isolated, and it's making them feel as if they are not worthy. It's making some of us adults feel as if we aren't worthy because we see this facade of a life. So we think, oh, they have all of this, when all the while they're sitting in a one-room place eating macaroni and cheese. You know, like that's really what's going on. But on social media, they have this green screen showing that they are in Paris at the Eiffel Tower,
Right.
You know, or in Dubai.
Right, exactly. People got to understand and understand on some things too. Is like, when I first got involved in social media, it was a lot of ratchet things going on. I got caught up a couple times, but around social media first got popular with as far as like MySpace, I'm taking it back now. When MySpace came, that was pretty much the starting point of me starting learning about digital marketing, because I was always interested on what is this thing called the internet going to be in the next 30, 40 years. So it's like I was pretty much in my education bag, but at the same time, I seen people was using it as a form of bait to be famous or to express themselves in a different way. Some people was vulnerable, some people was fake, but I could see a lot of that coming out, the real person come out on social media, because I was shocked on a lot of people I knew. You know what I mean? For family, especially family members. You think you'd be shocked to see your cousin or your close ones say certain things, and you're like, oh, that's how you really feel. Okay, it's like you really, the mask is really coming off for real, even though we have filters on the internet. And I wanted to learn how to use it to make money, and how to use it in the business. I know that's all I was hearing, and people was talking about. This is going to be the new wave of business. It's going to be the new way to make money. It's going to be a new wave to, start your brand and understand that to reach people that you can't touch, but still have a customer and all this type of thing. So, I was in that way, in spite of me getting caught up sometimes. And then I stopped really getting caught up around 2015, 16. And I was seeing the transition of what the internet was doing. And where we at right now is a lot of people is online now, still trying to do the same thing, but you notice that it slowed down a lot this past 2 years, because they're controlling the movement of people like that, coming on with mental health issues. A lot of people going to Facebook meta jail. Twitter didn't change the X to where they're controlling. If you're not doing business, if you're not doing some form of positive movement, if you're not trying to make money in your sleep, they're filtering out the workers and the listeners and the followers. They're putting you in categories now. That's why they have the @followers and the @highlights. So they can separate the people from the business to the listeners to the followers to the people who just hear. You know what I'm saying? The algorithm know all about you. The algorithm know that Lisa so and so don't have a business online. You're not doing this. She loves this. She loves movies. She loves podcasts. She loves the Vette Green Show. She loves the algorithm knows those things. So what the algorithm going to do is feed you those things. So if you love fight videos, they're going to separate you in a category where everybody love fight videos, so they won't interfere to our lane. You know what I mean? I'm going to talk about this a lot tomorrow on the morning show. You know what I mean? It's a digital world. And we have digital communities. You got to figure out what community you want to be in.
That's powerful. This is that is powerful. Hey, baby girl, I see you out there, Amari. Thank you so much for joining today. That's my baby right there, y'all. I agree. It is important to make sure you curate what it is that you are watching on social media, because it can become so daunting. For me, I can do a few days and then I have to get off. Like out of the 7 days of the week, I can probably do about 4, because it's just so much energy for me. And it's not even, for me, it's just it's the energy that people are giving off. So many of us are hurting, and I absorb that stuff. Sid Sweat said, we as adults, we have to transition ourselves into great leaders in the Black community. We are the people that can make these changes. I agree. I agree.
You see, one thing what I notice with social media, it's negative and positive. And if you don't know who you are, social media will turn on who they want you to be.
Ooh.
Yeah. So going on social media, you have to know, like as Joker said earlier, and Yvette and Mike, you know, going on social media, you have to know what you want to see, because we can be right now at the Vette Green Show. We are making a difference and we are using social media. So social media is good and it can be bad. You know, Yvette said something earlier that I really wanted to endorse as well. I don't care how you want to look. If you want to do your body, that's fine. But some of them, you know, they might say, okay, I'm going to do my bodies like entertainer or whatever. And a lot of person, they have the money, and a lot of person, they die for hunger. Their bills don't pay just to look like that, because they want to be like this person. They don't know who they are. So first of all, for you to be conscious on social media, you have to know who you are.
Right.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people don't know who they are. I don't think they know who they are when they come on this thing until they come onto their platform and you can't get on. You know, you're in Facebook jail, or they restrict your page, or they, you know, I see a lot of people coming out with new pages because they're taking them down because of the toxic energy they bring in to this platform. And the morning show is going to be talking about this a lot tomorrow morning, because they is changing things to where this is made for business. Social media was made for businesses at first. They gave it to us for free for a reason, just to see how they want to label and put things in different categories.
Right
now.
Yeah,
you know
like
go
ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like for example, like it's a great thing you mentioned about the free joint. Mark Zuckerberg is the young man that gave us this joint for free, these platforms, right? And I remember since coming back from the days of the Commodore 64, I started this journey like in 2010 with Facebook and Instagram, you know what I'm saying, but mostly Facebook. And I was like, wow, you know, the way how some of these young cats would be using this platform is for something negative. You know, like you said, Joker, though, you know, Mark Zuckerberg and the rest of the crew, they watching everybody's algorithm. They watching the way how they know who's who. You know what I mean? They know the Vette Greens, the Jasmines, they know you, they know the bro Mike. You know what I'm saying? They
I think bro Mike might have lost it.
Yeah, and one thing we need to.
Sorry about that. There was a phone call that rang. I'm sorry. They know who's who, and you know, and they've gotten more integratedly smarter. They serious, and I love what they're doing by, you know, putting people in Facebook jail. And also, and if you remember, Joker, once upon a time, there used to be people going after people using a defamation of character. Remember that? You know what I'm saying? The Facebook is like zero tolerance on that. And hey, I gotta give my hats off to Mark Zuckerberg. You know what I mean? On that,
he's doing a good job. The whole Meta team is doing a good job since he teamed up with Meta. You know what I mean? That's a whole nother company that they merged together, where they're changing something. And like I said, it's gonna be real deep conversation tomorrow also on the morning show with this. You know what I mean? You know, y'all can see the headline. You know what I'm saying? You know, real life, you know what I'm saying, ain't free. Now the digital world is not free. You know what I mean? You got to pay for these things.
Yeah.
If you want to be successful in your business, you got to pay for it. Nothing is free.
Right.
You know that Facebook is emerged with WhatsApp though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I went on my WhatsApp, right, and I see some things like, who should I follow? Because I see this person that I don't follow. So that's why I say previously is that they push it in your face. You know, it have it good points, and I'm grateful for the opportunity where we can use our talent and our skill to motivate other person, but they push it on your face. Because I was like, I don't even watch Taylor Swift. Why she's on my WhatsApp? You know? Yeah. You know, so people who that I like, a CC Winans, a beat, you know, those are the person that I follow. Yolanda Adams. I don't see those
I can ask you why that right there is they do that because that's, you know, that person, like Taylor Swift might have a marketing team that runs her campaign ads to where, you know, she have the money to pick certain audiences, and then she'll pick an audience to see who likes her, who don't. You know what I mean? She might have like 3 or 4 ads going on. You know, that's the thing that I do. I do marketing, so it's like digital marketing. So that's what she does. So what you can do now is they have it now to where they have, if you see her more than once, and you see her a couple times, there's a little bar at the bottom of it. They'll say, "Do you want to see less of this or more of this?" You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've seen that.
I like how you educated though. So in the future, like 5 years from now, just playing around, right?
Right.
So person who have less money and less less money, put it that way, we're not going to succeed like the small business, like the small talk shows who make impact. After a while, we're going to vanish away.
Yeah, it's not ridiculous. You're going to be pushed back to a certain category of people that's in that same lane as you. That's why I tell people, if you're on this platform and you want to start do your music, or you want to be a producer, DJ, I don't care if you got a business doing bakery, clothing stores, whatever you want, because you got to use these platforms. You can't be successful without these platforms. There's no business in this world right now that's not successful without social media.
Yeah, and a lot of businesses are still struggling because I'm still surprised at that. Yeah, people who are not, when I go out now to businesses, even if it's a restaurant, I ask them, you know, are you on social media? First, I check to see if they're on social media. Then I want to see, you know, what does their social media look like? Because it is the way of the world. It's the new business card.
That's
it's
right.
really the new business card.
You can't go to the next level. So to answer your question, Jasmine, was is if you're in a level, you're not trying to grow as whatever you're doing, you know what I mean? And you just comfortable where you're at on this social media. So what the algorithm and AI is going to do is put you in the category of that same wave of the same people just like you that just can't make it to the next level, but you can still tune in to like the Vette Green Show that might be on a whole nother level, and you can still watch it. But if you want your platform to be as good as that and get paid in your sleep, you would have to figure out your audience while you're following those platforms, and hopefully you can figure it out by getting a marketing manager or a coach or whatever to help you maneuver these things that's on this social media, and that's what I do professionally. And you know what I mean, I helped out a lot of people, and you know, and it's a challenge, but it's also what you know. Got to know who you want or who your audience is when you're doing. If you're selling clothes, my favorite example, I tell everybody, you know, and I say this to Vette all the time, is bakeries. The bakery thing is my favorite example. If you're a bakery and you want to reach people who love baked goods, you got to know how to use those keywords to reach those people. You know what I mean? You know, you might, whatever your favorite Jamaican dessert is, you might want to put that in your keywords because you're going to reach all your Jamaican family that like that dessert that's made in Jamaica. And that bakery can make that. So he's going to bring a lot of those Jamaican people that's going to come to the platform, see it on their feeds. They're going to see it on TikTok. They're going to see it on IG. They're going to see it on every platform. They might see them. You might get a couple emails pop up as spam mail about that dessert from another company. You be like, how do they know that?
Because I follow Painted Drip and share Painted Drip. I get a lot of in my Explorer. That's all I see. Our custom made shoes. So the algorithm is funny like that.
So it come to the point where Facebook and the social media, they know exactly what they're doing, because in their intention was it supposed to be business. So I'm just being the devil advocate at this moment in the previous question I asked. So it come right back to the point where they want it to be business. And if you are not in the business lane, you're going to leave behind, because even though it is a Facebook is social, but it's social to an extent with business.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're going to put you in the category as a follower or a customer.
Right.
So they're going to expect you to spend some money on Facebook to somebody's business.
They're very smart.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
And then they will
Very.
suggest to you which coach you should use. They are very, very intelligent. They have marketing for the marketing for the marketing.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
You come right back to what they wanted to be business. Remember?
It's a holiday right now.
Was a business.
I see how they upgraded with the Facebook ads and everything like that too.
The people doing this. Yeah, people doing Facebook ads now is going crazy. Like, I counted because I'm on our IG page, on our morning show IG page. We love a lot of R&B, gospel type of music. That's the type of lane we are in.
Yeah.
And a lot of up and coming artists, if you see sponsor, that's an ad. That means they did an ad to reach an audience. I counted how many ad sponsors I seen before I seen a post. I seen 30 in a row.
What?
Wow.
Before I seen a post. That's how much people now is using these platforms. They get it now. They finally get it. After all these years I've been preaching and teaching about this marketing thing. Now all the artists is tearing that up right now.
Yeah.
I counted it like 1, 2. Before I seen a post, and the only post I seen after that 30 was a post that you put up, Vette Green, of you know motivational speaking came up after that.
I'm getting back to that too, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm getting back to the motivation.
You know when you were growing up and you ask your child what you want to be, they say a doctor, a teacher, a lawyer. So I encourage them to be going to advertisement, going to social media, because they have a degree and stuff that you would get. This is where the money is.
That's what I'm going back to school for, because I love marketing. I love advertising. It's funny because when I was a child growing up, I wanted to be a teacher, and that didn't work out. My next thing was to be an advertiser, because I love creating things. I love creating just from something and just creating this beautiful production. That's one of my favorite things. So I'm going back.
Can I tell y'all something real quick? I'll bust y'all bubble real quick. I never went to school for this.
Okay.
And guess what? I have 2 master degree clients who has a master degree in marketing. And they said, when I teach them, they never got taught in college.
Yeah.
Nice.
They paid for the class. They got a master's degree in marketing. They have a doctorate in marketing, digital marketing, and I'm teaching. I'm their teacher.
Well, I guess it really depends on the person. You really have to. I want to encourage anyone who is thinking about furthering their career or even going back to school just to update their skills, because that's really what it is for some people. Like, I have my 1 degree. I'm going back to update my skills. There's a lot as far as digital media that I have to learn. Adobe, I have to learn how to do that. I hate that I did not go to college, because it's all changed. A lot of that stuff has changed. So for me, it's really to update my skills. I know certain things, and I know I'm going to be able to test out of some of the classes, because I know some of the things. But
crazy about that Adobe though, you learn that Adobe. Once you learn that Adobe, you'll learn every program they ever come out with.
That's what I'm talking about. I've heard it is fierce.
Awesome.
And I pay for it. I pay for it monthly because my son is in school. But there's so much to it. I want to learn all the programs. I want to learn how to make the posters. I want to learn how to do this, like the backgrounds. I want to learn how. I'm so excited. I haven't been
different file formats and all that. Yep.
I haven't been
got like 13 different file formats that you can use. Yeah.
I know that's something for me. You know, one thing though,
when it comes to marketing, like, I'm a plus size model in New York.
Yeah.
That professional side somebody do my marketing for that. I don't touch that, right?
Mhm.
So they do what they have to do, but my my YouTube channel, I'm the one who do that for me, and so I'm saying that all things are going, like our friend here, our new music guy from the Vette Green Show. You can contact him if you want to marketing and something, and team up with somebody who know what they want. So if a small person or a small business person who want to do something huge, they cannot by themselves, they cannot angle the big media, so they need to team up with someone so that they can able to establish where they're going, because you cannot do it by yourself. I have to put it in this event. In Psalms 133, it said, "Oh, good it is for brethren to dwell together in unity." So first of all, instead of we tear down somebody, work with somebody so we can establish our brand.
Yeah. Amen.
Me and Vette work together. Me and Vette work together on this platform here. Because I worked by myself. I don't have a team when I work for myself. When I did my music, people thought I had a team. I didn't. I did everything myself, and I learned. My mentors taught me how to market myself. Derek, and they told me in the beginning, in 2004, when I first started learning marketing, one of my mentors had told me, his name was Daryl Green, who was the president and marketing founder of HBO. He's a black guy. So people don't know the marketing creator was a black guy for HBO. And his name is Daryl Green. He told me, he said, once you learn the basic of this digital marketing here, he said, I guarantee you, once you know it, they're going to assume that you have a 12-man team.
You see, that is the point, where you have to have a mentor. If you're not working into, you have to have a mentor, because you have to have somebody in the corner. Right? Somebody mentor you, because you don't know everything, So if you cannot work with someone on a platform, you have to have a mentor where you go back and said, how can I do this? What did I do wrong? And come right back together. Oh, good it is.
I have 9 mentors.
I have a mentor. I
have to share. I have to share this. Yvette, I know. It's not all about me.
I love it.
In Titus, it tells you about that the older mentor the younger, and we see success of those young ladies. So I still believe in mentor, and sometimes you don't even know your mentor. Because a lot of person will look at Vette Green Show and it mentor them without she have to be their personal mentor.
Right.
A lot of person go Mike, is coming from a far way in mentor. Like I have a lot of young person that I mentor, but I have a special mentor where if it's health, I have somebody who she's in the Cayman Islands, she mentor me. If it's business, I have somebody who mentor me. So it's good to have a mentor, and you have to have an open mind, even though your concept, you have to have a plan. So even though you have a mentor, you have to have a guide, what you want and know what you want, because it's not every mentor is good.
That's where a lot of people mess up at.
Hey, Lamar, I see you out there.
Absolutely.
A lot of people mess up at when they don't have an idea, but they don't have a plan. But then when they want to put the plan together, it gotta make sense to the audience, and you gotta know your audience. So that's the key thing. That's the first thing that my trained vet was. That's the first thing I trained her off the muscle, because she knew she had the idea. She was doing amazing without even knowing what she was doing. She was doing amazing. But when I get her to learn how to teach her who her audience was, everything else fell into place. She skipped like three levels of courses during the class that I didn't have to teach her. Once I taught her how to find her audience, and find her key audience. And then what happened, Vette Green? I let you do the rest.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm bragging, okay? I know my stuff is popping because God told me I am supposed to be motivating people. Okay, but I was going through some things, just like you said, Jadlyn. Sometimes the motivator need motivation herself. So I'm going back to my motivation. I started making some videos today, and I'm gonna put some ads behind it and watch it pop, because I know who God said I am. Okay, I put that green behind that ad, and God will do what God does. Okay,
exactly. And I'm the same way. When I get motivated off of when people say, I can't, or when people say he this, he that, you know what I mean? So my transition to that is, and for all the young people watching, is that you don't get angry though, you get good. You know what I'm saying? You
I
take it
know
up
that's right.
to many levels of the ladder and stuff like that, because it's like a thing to where it's you don't solve nothing. Like on Fridays though, you know, when that guy was like saying Witherspoon, John Witherspoon was saying,
Yeah.
put what you gonna do with that gun? You know what I'm
That's right.
saying? No, you don't do that. You know, you
favorite
didn't use
movie.
this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So therefore, it's like in retrospect, you know, you use your brain and stuff like that. Though, don't sticks and stones may break your bones,
your
but
bone, but-
words will never hurt you. That's still the real original saying that means a lot in the whole deal. So mentors, there may be mentors that was watching me back then with Barbershop and Mike's that will still watch me when we do the groundbreaking, you know, the four of us, you know what I mean, the five of us actually with Big Mike and everything. So I mean, you know, it's like a thing to where it's like this is history in the making, and this is something that we want to let the young cats see. This is how we do it. You know what I mean? This we want to open up the doors and everything. Don't get mad and want to fight. Don't get mad and pick up a stick or bat. You know, say okay, like somebody in math. Somebody is not good at math and stuff. Yo, you pick up a book and be like, you start getting in it. You know what I'm saying? You learn from someone that you're mentoring, so that therefore you can be a great mathematician.
And
Yeah.
mentors are great. I have several mentors. I have, like one of you were saying, I don't remember, but you have to have a mentor in business. You have a mentor in marketing. You have a mentor in podcasting. I have people that I look to. I have mentors that don't even know that they're my mentors, but they're my mentors in my head.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm learning stuff
Yeah,
from them.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Lisa Nichols is one of my greatest mentors. You know, Oprah is the GOAT mentor for me. You know,
I like the way you say
yes.
that, you know. I like the way you say that, because one of my mentors, she don't even know she's mentoring me, is Dr. Cinda Trim.
see,
No matter, when I see her, everything is different. You know, I was at CVM TV in Jamaica. It's one of the biggest television there. And the host asked me, they were interviewing me, and they asked me what kind of audience I want to reach. And I said, the type of audience I want to reach is everyone.
Right.
Yeah, because you cannot single out. I said, okay, I want to reach young persons, because that young person is going to go into young adults. So you want them to go along with you to your journey.
Right.
You cannot have a steady mentality like, okay, I just want young people, because young people will not stay young people. So I want a person who can understand where we are coming from. They can relate to us. And because a person who is 90 can relate to us, a person who is 2 can relate into us. If we have material that they're looking for, like the Vette Green Show, the Barbershop and Mike, if they have the material where it can touch the audience, so no matter the age limit, as long as they come and watch and we can make a difference and an impact in their life, that's where we are going. That's where we are headed to.
Absolutely.
Amen. Amen.
Absolutely.
So as we close out, what would you like to leave the listeners of the Vette Green Show? And I want to say thank you all again. If you need any marketing advice, you know the Joker is always here. He has a wealth of advice and can truly help your platform go to the next level. I would be sitting here lying if I say that he does not help me as far as this marketing and stuff, because he really does. He knows a lot more than I do. So I'm grateful that I can call and, you know, like I know I have some things that I have going on now as far as promoting the Vette Green Show. We have to get on that. Joker is handling the morning show, thankfully. So when BET comes knocking, when Fox Show comes knocking, we gonna be ready. Okay?
Yes. Thank God for the connect. Because I do got connect behind that jump off. You know, Anthony Whiteman, who's a part of the Tyler Perry movement. So you know what I'm saying. So Tyler Perry, I know you watch it, big dog. You see us. You know, just stop playing.
Come on, Oprah. Come on, sis. Come on. Help your sister out. Help your sister out. So what would you like to leave the listeners with, bro? Mike, we'll start with you. And again, thank you so much for joining tonight.
Appreciate you, sis.
I know my
Appreciate you,
mom
Queen.
and my daughter is going to be so excited because
Well,
her team back.
Well, I want to add something though, something that Big Mike was saying, discussing with me and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And the key word for all the young and old listeners is gimmick. You got to have something. Remember, like the Fat Boys had the beatboxing, and Dougie Fresh and all of them. Run DMC had the leather jackets tougher than leather. Well, for me, I've decided as I'm tagging along with the podcast, excuse me, is I'm looking to get into like movies and acting and commercials and everything like that. So I'm gonna be in training and whatnot, and that's going to be something that's going to like big up. You know what I mean? It's kind of like in other words, like Jasmine, when she's doing the podcasting and she's doing the YouTube. You know, she's doing the modeling, or Vette Green doing her show, a podcast, and then she got the clothing line and stuff. I hear about you, girl. You know what I mean? So she's doing big things and stuff like that. And the Joker, you know what I'm saying? They're doing, you know what I'm saying, is talking about the algorithms and stuff like that, and the whole deal and all that stuff, though, you know, which is great, and mentoring. So each and every one of us and Big Mike, you know what I'm saying, we have things that we want to bring to the table and everything like that, and we want to be able to like be leaders and stuff for the young people. You know what I mean? So I'm not old. I'm not too old to be getting into like commercials or movies or whatever the case may be, or modeling and stuff like that. There's a lot of big dudes that's doing it and a lot of OGs. But again, you got to have a gimmick and everything like that though to push up what you're doing.
Okay, like for me, I want to leave and say that I'm on the Vette Green Show, so I'm asking everyone to share and go tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and we are going to sell off this Vette Green Show. We are growing, and we are going to be on the top, #1, right? Okay. And and the second thing that I want to share with you, that write down your goals. If you don't see your goal immediately, look again. Be prayerful and look out for my new lip balm coming out.
Ooh. Oh, you know the Big Juicy. I love lip balm. I got to keep the Big Juicy's saturated, y'all.
We are right now. We're working at strawberry and lemon. So yeah.
And let everybody know about your show, because you do have a YouTube channel that you've had for a while, and Jasmine actually taught us some things about YouTube, bro, Mike. Remember when we first started out, because we were like tone deaf as far as YouTube. So Jasmine, thank you. I'm still using a lot of the techniques that you taught myself and bro Mike about YouTube. Jasmine is the GOAT when it comes to YouTube. So thank you.
Jazz was hitting me up about the YouTube and everything. So salute, you know what I mean, and the whole deal.
Well, my channel,
I know to talk to the people as to talk to, because you taught me that as we're engaging with the people. So thank you.
Yeah,
I have mentors all over the place, y'all.
Absolutely.
Well, so basically, my channel is Power of Prayer Ministry, because I'm a minister. I'm a Christian, but I'm not a Christian in the four wall. I'm a Christian that go out in the community and let the person know that, look here, I was once there and I'm here. And so my Power of Prayer Ministry, I also have a WhatsApp group where we pray every day. We pray from 3 a.m., 6 a.m., 8 a.m., and 3 p.m. We send prayer requests, we pray. Power of Prayer come in COVID. You know, as I said, I was in the Cayman Island, and COVID just hit, right? And when COVID hit, the church closed. So I was confused why the church closed. So I decided, you know what? I am going to go on YouTube. All the ministry started 14 years ago. I tried to take my life because of depression. I am healed, you know. So when I'm talking, I'm passionate because I was there. And a friend of mine, my best friend, her name is Benicia, and we were going on Zoom, and I was like, Benicia, I'm going on Zoom, but I'm confused. I don't really want to go to Zoom. I want to go into church, but you have to be obedient. So we decided to create YouTube, and we create YouTube. So normally I used to do like video on Facebook, and person was like, what you doing on Facebook with those videos? She don't look good. And I said, okay, I am the best.
People
Yeah.
just so hate.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Even though it was so dark and stuff, I didn't understand. But I'm the best. I'm gonna look at 2023. I'm on the Vette Green Show. Dog.
Okay. Look at God.
Absolutely.
Look at God.
Yeah. Look at that. So we created YouTube, and I transfer a video from Facebook that I did, and it was Psalms 91. When I look, I got 1,000 views. I was like, what? Me get 1,000 views? It get to my head. But God remind me who I am, that I'm here to help person, not to help myself.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, that's where it's coming from. Power of Fire Ministry, we are going strong. It's our 14th anniversary.
Nice.
Like the 5th of November, 14th anniversary. Jasmine, Dirty Foot Jasmine from Jamaica. Look
Nice.
fabulous.
To
Nice.
God, the glory to God.
Yeah, but we're
glory.
going strong. And yeah, you know, I must say this in the event. I'm just led to say that I hope it can help somebody. At the age of 29, I learned how to read. And I am in college. I want my RN, and I'm doing things. So not because
Nice.
you start out weak, you're the end of weak. We are strong. We are more
Yeah.
than a conqueror. We just look up and all on our dream. I'm a plus size model. You know,
All right.
I have a YouTube channel. I'm on Vette Green Show. I was on Barbershop and Mike. I'm looking at Joker. You know, come on, we can do
Yeah,
all
yeah,
things. Christ is
absolutely.
strengthening us. Don't sit down. Get up. Don't be like the man at the well and say, okay,
Right.
so many people pass me. You passing yourself? Get up,
Yeah.
man.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
I
No
love
doubt.
it. I love it.
That part, and that part.
And that part. What
Word.
about you, Joker? What would you like to leave the listeners with? And thank you too for being my production person, my marketing manager. Man,
Yeah.
Joker wears so many hats when it comes to Green Ties Media. But you know, God is gonna, when God blesses me, He blesses us.
Yeah,
You
no
know,
doubt.
as God shines His light on us, we're all going to be blessed because of it. We putting in the work now to benefit what's going to happen later on. This is the
Oh,
work that we're putting in now. And if I have never said it, and I know I do, but I just want to let you know how appreciasive I am because
I
you don't
appreciate,
have to,
I appreciate every one of y'all. I appreciate you
you know?
for trusting in me and believing, and I keep on pushing, you know, because I have mentors that's on my neck too. You know, and I'm always researching. I'm always working. You know, I work for myself for over 2 years, so it's like now the wife work for herself now, so it's like it's a new experience. We doing all right. But my key words is you know, I'm always telling people, man, don't be fearful. Never be scared. You know what I mean? Because once you be scared, you know, you pretty much smacking God in the face.
Mm.
Not scared to bless you.
Right.
So why be scared? You know what I
Right.
mean? So you mean be like Nike and just do it.
Mm.
You know, I've been in a place in my life where when I first did my first physical album, I named it No Fear, and it means face everything and rise. And I said, I don't care what happens, whatever happens. And, you know, I'm coming out with this music. I'm going to speak my truth. I'm gonna do what to do. Who like it, who don't like it. You know, you criticize me, you can say I'm trash, and it matter to me. 'Cause if he's trash to you, I wasn't talking to you.
Mm. Oh,
Mhm.
oh, that's a word.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I came with. I came with that attitude. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you don't like it, then I wasn't talking to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So don't try to judge what I'm talking about because it wasn't for you. So why
Yeah,
you want
yeah.
to talk about something that's not for you?
I'm the same way. Yeah.
Yeah. So you know, I'm like, okay, you know, but you know, then I came out with my second album, Haters, and then I sold 10,000 copies. Come on now, stop playing. Hard
Mhm.
copy.
All right.
You mean? So you know, and that's without streaming. So, you know, that's how I came with. So no doubt, you know, that's the thing that be fearless. Don't be
Mhm.
scared. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Go head first in the game, straight through the middle. If you get tackled, get back up. That's only first down. So got 4 more to go.
That's right. That's right.
Or 4
Dust
more
yourself
to go.
off.
4 more to go in a whole another quarter.
That's
You
right.
know? So you know, so that's the thing I want to. We got some people that's tuned in right here. Let me see what they hollering at us on here in the comments. I appreciate everybody tuned in on the Vette Green Show. Okay, yeah, we got some links in here for, I believe it is your link to your YouTube.
Okay.
Then the people can click on to the YouTube for Jasmine. Check that out. Appreciate everybody tuned in. Thank you.
Thank you, my sister. That was good.
Yeah.
Nice.
No doubt.
So when we're gonna be I want, you know what I want? I want you to tell the people, because I'm trying to get some of my friends here, but I'm using an app. It's kind of different. So tell them when Vette Green Show is here.
Yeah, the Vette Green show is usually on a Wednesday and Thursday. You know, and we have that at 7 o'clock on those 2 days, and we have the morning show podcast every morning at 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Me and Vette Green can be here in the morning. Doing it again every morning on the morning show. So y'all can tune into that on all the platforms. We also on the Even Rush Network on the morning show, which is on 27 other platforms worldwide, from Shady 45 to Fire Stick to Spotify podcast. We on iHeart podcast, on Amazon podcast. We on all the platforms all worldwide, and we now we on Peacock and Tubi now podcast. So you know what I mean. So you can pretty much go on Peacock and put in the Even Rush Network, and then click on the morning show. You'll see it.
Don, can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah.
Oh my God, my internet went out again. My son came home from work today. He was like, "Ma, you want to just get Verizon?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like, this is ridiculous. This is really, really ridiculous.
Vette, I have a question to ask you. I was just impressed to ask you. I know the answer, but I want to ask to let the listener hear what Vette Green have up her sleeve. What they can expect.
My God. God has been giving me so much. God, you know what? I'm in this crazy transition in my life right now. You know, business-wise, I just had some hiccups. You know, first time ever that I went through anything like this business-wise. You know, I guess my cherry got bust. If that's any consolation, you know, as far as business, because I've never experienced anything like this. But I'm doing good. What it did was it steered me in a different direction. So now I'm focusing on Green Ties Media and what Vette wants, what Vette needs, and not trying to please everybody else and do for everyone else. So with me focusing on me, I have all of these ideas. Like, me and Joker have 2024, everybody is going to be phenomenal. We're gonna, you know, I'm so grateful that, you know, Jasmine agreed to be a part of the show. Bro Mike agreed to be a part of the show. Big Mike's going to be coming. He's traveling right now. That's the only reason he's not on here. I just feel like God is placing everything in order. You know, I feel at ease and peace. You know, just having you both on today is just been so refreshing, because it's like, you know, this is family. This is what it's all about. It's us supporting each other. It's us, you know, it's Jasmine saying, "I got you, sis." It's Bro Mike saying, "I got you, sis." It's Franklin saying, "We about to do this, sis. We Green Ties Media." You know, that's what it's all about. It's about that. So I'm just grateful, thankful. And yes, sis, there's a lot of things up my sleeve right now, because God has been good to me. I'm just going to continue to be obedient and continue to listen, be quiet, and work in silence, because anything that came against me, woo, child, y'all don't even know what my Father God got up his sleeve when it comes to that. That's all I'm gonna say.
Absolutely.
I love y'all, long life. You make sure you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening on purpose, because I know I am. The devil can't stop me. He tried when I was in my mama's stomach. He tried a few years ago. He didn't stop nothing, God. Nothing.
You're my lady, my baby. There's never, no, never, no, never, never, no, no duplicating. No, our wait is so patient when you're not around. I simply hate it. I ascertain sometimes I might be scatterbrained. In my heart is certainly not all terrain. That's so lame. So may I obtain some Novocaine. May I never complain when there's champagne. I check the mark like a trademark. A whole rider, theme park. A double park in front of Central Park. The black Joan of Arc, always sturdy, never no question marks.